but we'll have to wait and see if HT Family can do it. They've surprised us in the past, so I'm excited to see this. Is ATN going to be able to bring in the defenses, though, Woody? What do you think?
I think HT Family is underestimated. They may not be the favorites in this matchup, but it's probably going to be a pretty close one. This is a squad that has gone up against the likes of Nova Esports and defeated them. In fact, in the qualifier that they got the furthest, they only lost out to Nishang Dance, a team that wound up going on with the golden ticket. So HT Family certainly has a lot of fans. That's how they got the wildcard vote, and they have been preparing hard for many, many months to get here and now. But the first attacker is going to be on the other side of the battlefield. Alternate AttaX' Valet is coming on in early with some zaps to set up for this mass drag attack. A little bit of a hybrid here, the flybrid we like to call it, with some super minions soaring in up top.
The flybrid is something that we really don't get to see too much of, and I'm surprised to see Vala bringing it through, but we don't get to see the super minions coming in with it. He uses them specifically for the funnel and coming through with the drag attacks. Now, while his favorite attack strategy is the Electro Lalo, he's coming through with something he does very well, and that is these dragons. Great path coming in, straight to the Town Hall. The Zapquake opened up what he needed, but we're going to have to see the Warden ability reserved for coming through the Town Hall section here.
Yeah, that is a gigantic chunk carved out of this base, and if you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you might not know that the first star is earned by scoring 50% destruction, the second by tearing down the Town Hall, and the third and final coveted star that is so desperately needed to get victory in these tight wars, only by 100% overall damage. Valet wrecks the Town Hall, and those mass drags are going to get some loon support along the sides. Two heroes coming in for some additional funneling here. He's really great on time right now, LadyB. 1:40 left. But these troops are going to take a lot of damage from scatter shots and a multi-target inferno and that Archer Queen on the backside. I think they've got it, though. What do you think?
This is such a classic drag loon attack. Vala taking advantage of the layout of this base, of the shape he could path, the path he could shape out of it. And look at this. We've got a Swag Queen ability coming in, just absolutely overpowered with these dragons. This is absolutely incredible, and just what we would expect from alternate attacks coming through in the World Championship Finals.
Off, LadyB.
Okay, I just want to point out too, I don't know if you noticed how calm they were about that 3-star that came in. These guys are all about the business, so we're going to have to see if HT Family can work up under the pressure here, starting off with the Zapquake to lead into this Bow Witch. Now we've got 4 Ice Golems to come in, so he's looking for big tank and lining up the funnel with the Siege Barracks and a first Ice Golem dropped to help set up the opposite funnel over on the 6 o'clock side.
This is a really wide entry on this base, which is super spread out. Fire zaps down a scatter shot early on, which can cause a lot of trouble for these raids. With so many bony boys out in front, these witches need to get those splash damage structures down fast. You see 2 single target infernos up front. Those aren't going to be too difficult for Fire, who's got a massive swarm of troops storming on in. But the Eagle Artillery, another scatter shot at 12 o'clock, and a multi-target inferno centralized are going to be difficult, especially if you can't keep this firepower concentrated. Fire is really spread out across this entire base, and that Warden can't protect all the troops at once, LadyB.
No, he cannot. This is unfortunate to see. The majority of those troops working off to that 3 to 12 o'clock side of the base on the outside. Nothing is pathed. Now, the Queen at very least is inside the core. We see her taking on the Clan Castle troops, is able to get that. But she needs more assistance than this. And this is where we get to see the openings in the base playing out for him again. He gets that path back in here, Woody.
Fire is jumping straight into a pressure cooker. His Archer Queen doing the best job that she possibly can. Firing down with that Royal Cloak ability to get those last few big juicy targets out of the middle. But the cleanup along the bottom and left is starting to get whittled away. Fire still has just a little bit of his forces left along the top corner, but that scatter shot is deadly. Defenses for Boom seem to be holding up as HT Family will be denied their first 3-star.
Oh, that Warden trying his best to help out with the scatter shot, but it's too little, too late. And again, you pointed out that Eagle, that is just continuously raining down. And while that's something that you can leave up on the board for these types of attacks, you can leave these to the very end. You need everything working together because you want to have your hero abilities. You want to have your Queen and your Royal Champion reserved to take out those big damaging items for the end of your raid. And with the pathing pulling out and the openings of the walls not doing doing him any favors. Fire is not able to make the connection he wanted to see here. Starts his team off with an 88%, and this could be a tough position to be in. We've seen ATN hitting in the 90% hit the stun. So LadyB going in with, this is his favorite attack strategy, the Queen Charge Hybrid. And I think going in with what you know best, Woody, is probably a safe thing for these types of wars.
Well, having doused fire, alternate attacks are back on the offense now. A battle blimp storming straight on into this bottom left compartment. That Eagle artillery is a huge and juicy target to go after early, but it looks like the Yetis are a bit distracted, not going for it immediately. The Yeti Mites are jumping around, might get the damage in there, but with those Yeti Mites going outside, they barely get the Eagle down. That is what LadyB was really locked on for there. It looked a bit dicey, but he pulled it off after all, LadyB.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to see go down there. A bit dicey is right. Going for the Eagle and nearly getting demolished from taking it down. But this opens up the path for the Queen. She's got direct line coming in to the Town Hall chamber. And as you can see, Wallbreaker's already opening up her path straight to the core. And this is also, we can navigate the hybrid a little bit closer together so the heals get maximum value.
Certainly not a queen walk in the park. LadyB is taking a lot of fire here, forced to drop those early rage spells to try to keep his queen up and happy, but she did not go into that bottom compartment, and that is a missed freeze spell from LadyB. A crucial error early on, forcing out another rage to try to get this queen topped back off. A balloon floats on in and catches a sinking air mine, but this queen walk has gone nowhere fast. LadyB having a lot of difficulty, and that might cost him the 3-star, LadyB.
This queen has gone for everything but what he wanted her to go for the Town Hall. He doesn't even get to have the healers out of this. So he goes head on, brings the hybrid underway straight through the core of the base. Royal Champion's coming behind. I think this is a smart turnaround for him, but he's relying on a huge path from the king here to get it done. And now he's got the super minions coming out of the Clan Castle. Poison should be enough to keep them at bay, but we'll have to see.
Brutal splash damage from double giant bombs and a multi-target inferno annihilating his offense. When life gives you lemons, LadyB does his best to make something sweet of it, but this is not looking like the triple that alternate attacks were hoping to follow up with. The Hog Riders doing their best to hammer away at the core of this base, digging underneath the ground. Those miners are doing some excellent work, chopping through defensive structures left and right, but the last little bit of offense is gonna come up against a huge brick wall. Wizard towers still remain in the bottom corner, and those can deal a lot of damage. Need to get that Royal Champion with her beautiful new winter skin in there super fast. 25 seconds left. Can LadyB pull it off?
The time is his enemy right now, and the fact that he's lost so much of his raid. Now, that Royal Champion ability, he wanted to hang on to the end of this. When you have that single targeting Inferno on the back end of your base, that is why you try and keep the Royal Champion protected here. But look at this. He would maybe have almost enough troop space to get this done, enough power, but the time is the factor for him. And again, we see alternate attacks. Like I said,
alternate attacker squad. It's going to be KLY, actually the next attacker now from HT family, trying to even the score. Now, a 3-star here would not be enough to pull ahead, but they would come within striking distance of their opponents. The favored matchup for alternate attacks is not quite as dominant as we might have expected, with a 2-star backing up that first 3-star hit. KLY is going to be moving in with a triple Lava Hound balloon strike. This is an old school war strat that goes back years and years. It has been perfected. The key targets early on here are going to be those air defenses. You need to keep 1 Lava Hound for each remaining air defense that's still up here. So KLY starting off with a strike in the center of the base, the zap spell to take down the CC. It's going to give him an early good entry, but these are some pretty well protected air defenses. I'm not sure what he's going to do to take down the one next to the Town Hall or that right side corner. What do you think, LadyB?
Well, for now, he's coming in directly for the Town Hall. He's going to go for this exposed air defense. That's why he eliminated the Clan Castle. When you do these Zapquake Lalas, that's what you want to go for, is the Clan Castle, because it's not only eliminating the CC troops for your Lalo portion, but it's taking off some of the heat that's coming in from the heroes in this entry. And you want to pick up that big value, and that's what you get to see. The Queen may, just may, even be able to get to a scatter shot. I think that's what he's hoping for, but nope, she's taken on too much firepower here. And we still have the queen up, but we do have headhunters to come out. Now the Stone Slammer's in for the tank here along with the Hound. That Stone Slammer does some incredible work, but if you notice the placement, it's coming in so it takes a direct line of fire from the scatter shot as it works through if it doesn't go for the Hound first. But going for the Hound, we've got everything working through. The Warden ability is going to be reserved as he pats right straight through into that and the Eagle.
That multi-target Inferno standing up in the left side corner is no good news for KLY. The Royal Champion unable to take it down. This is a lot of splash damage that's soon going to be coming in on these balloons. No more Lava Hounds out in front to protect. They have got to get that Stone Slammer on target ASAP. Haste Spell is going to do its best to get them there. A freeze to back it up. A dragon roaring through now as KLY is going to put up a 3-star showing if he's got it in him. More gas left in the tank, and he is pouring it on hot and fast. He's got it. I think he's gonna make it. Can he stay alive though, LadyB?
No, I love the placement of the freeze, but not enough to get those loons through there. He held off the resistance. He even held off the scatter shot. But one deadly blow knocks it out, and this Warden is down. And that is not going to be the 3-star here. So this keeps alternate attacks in the lead, but we still get to see beautiful percentage from HT family. Minions still doing a little bit of work. We're going to see KLY landing with about a 94% here.
Percentage is not beautiful, LadyB. We need stars. And it was the fact that the Royal Champion missed that multi-target Inferno in her.
Gone through their minds. Earlier we saw Ast just kind of taking a deep breath. Now we have Boom ready to the plate, ready to go, bringing in the Zap Quake Lalo, hoping for a little bit better of a turnout. And again, you get to see the opener where he has not gone for the Clan Castle, but he's opened up the pathing because he wants to get the push coming in. And he has an Ice Golem to do the tanking since he knows he's going to have to contend with this. Yeti's looking to take on that multi-targeting Inferno, doesn't quite get it though.
Many pro players consider Boom to be the best in the world. This alternate attack superstar is ready to clutch the triple when his team needs it the most to stay ahead against an HT family nibbling at their heels, coming up close time and again with mid-90s percentage. The Archer Queen stabs in deep and fires away at an Eagle Artillery. Crucial target eliminated for Boom as a double Laloon push will be coming in shortly. He's left the Town Hall up soon, so I'm expecting him to come in from that top right position around the 2 o'clock. That'll give him 2 easy air defenses near the outside walls of this space to go after.
I love the combination. We've got the Queen working together with the Royal Champ. We've got the Clan Castle down, but he starts off, he knows time can be of the essence with these Lalos, gets a direct push into the Town Hall, which means we get to see an early tome ability, but he's bringing in the freezes. These scatter shots are going to be his biggest threat coming in along with the Queen. Now, the Warden ability has been used. We still have the Headhunters we have to worry about, but he has to focus on the ground targeting defenses and make sure there's nothing going to harm these Headhunters so they can get in and do their job.
He drops another freeze to shut down that scatter shot, and that last haste spell is deployed. A massive wave of balloons sweeps over the last remaining defenses of the base, and Boom, with over a minute left for cleanup, seems to have it in the bag. Poor defensive Barbarian King sitting confused, holding aloft his champion sword, but there's no way he can stab away at the attackers flying high. Balloons, lava pups, minions, wrecking the last remaining buildings of this base to score the triple. Boom holds his title strong and will remain aloft, ahead, high and above the clouds. Alternate attacks get their second triple of this war.
Alternate attacks is not messing around in this one. They're here for business. They want to pick up the championship. They want to get this done, and this is a promising start for that.
The family have yet to show up in this war. IzK will be the next attacker, a mass drag strike, and once again using that really popular strat of dropping in some lightnings, but with a little bit of an added twist this time. The Royal Champion tossing her shield deep into this base is going to find a bit more damage in there to support that early spell strike, and even catching a couple of Teslas out on the right side corner. Nice early stab damage here for IzK as he gets some additional work done with his Electro Dragon. Wow, manages to pull the CC as well, and that's a bit of a strange position now for IzK. He did bring a poison spell, so that should be an early strike there. Electro Dragon continues to get the pull out, but look out for that Inferno. If it heats up, it might get the kill on this Electro Dragon.
Yeah, just might. The poison's going to help slow things down. He does have the archer that's over to the side trying to help with things, but pulls the goblins out of the way. But that actually helps just enough to get that electro drag down. Now the goblins are no worries for the dragons, but you had pointed out the fact that we have that Zapquake combination that's for the assist for the royal champion, but it also allows him, because he's bringing the 1-1 combination, allows him to bring bats for the back end here. So we're not just seeing drag loon action, we're seeing drag bat action. He is going to have to worry about some of the key defenses that we always talk about, those scatter shots, but more importantly as well, the splash damage from the wizard towers. Direct line push past the town hall, keeps him safely through with the warden ability. King is moving around but dies out. We still have the queen and her ability to take on the scatter shot here, and look at the stone slammer coming in for the funnel.
It is slow going through IzK, drops the rage spell, but that air sweeper is pushing these loons far back, deep away from the core. Those bats can deal massive damage, but with so many wizard towers and scatter shots spread out, it is going to be tough to get the freeze drops right on these. Here we go with an ice golem to try to soak a few shots for these bats, but it's going down fast. Wizard tower relocks, but no, it's frozen from the ice golem. A blizzard of destruction for IzK as more defenses come tearing down. Dragons at path along to the top side, a bit of an awkward redeploy here, but they will continue their destruction along the top side as soon as they can finish off these last defenses. Less than a minute for cleanup though. Is time a factor here, LadyB?
Time is always a factor with the dragons, but look at the pack he has working along. He's got a lot of firepower. He's trying to help out bringing in the minions. He even has the warden. We need to see if there's going to be a fan out here, but I am not that confident on it. 30 seconds left to go. Needs to work his way down, and this air defense is going to start picking things off one by one, but it doesn't target the outlying dragons here.
Sinking air mines exploding, inferno towers heating up, and these dragons are left in a lurch. Sinking air mine almost takes out the Grand Warden as well, but I think it's just going to be down to time in the end. LadyB didn't get the damage in as quickly as he had expected. Maybe losing that Electro Dragon to the Inferno Dragon on defense cost him the DPS necessary to finish off the last remnant of this base.
From Clash of Clans, but he is a base builder, and he's got to be happy and proud of what they've been doing so far in this first match. And Yoyo can try and turn this around, bring it home for a pretty close victory here with the Zapquake Lalo, and this is one of his well-known strategies. He's known as Lalo 23, Woody.
Yeah, specialty for JoJo. He's also going to pick up a nice kill on that clan castle early on. We see a lot of players doing that in the World Finals here. If you knock out the CC before the troops come out, you don't even have to deal with them. So a really high value target there, but leaves you pretty short on spell support in the backside. Only 3 haste and 2 freeze to support the rest of this push now. Yoyo grabs that Town Hall nice and early on to get the first star. A lot of players love to get that Town Hall early because it means that all they have to focus on is getting maximum damage. That devastating 1-star hit certainly could be the end of any team's war, and so that's something Yoyo will avoid by getting the Town Hall down nice and early. Stone Slammer coming in up the top though. It's taken a lot of damage, and that's not going to be very much tanking for these balloons out back. A third Lava Hound waiting in the wings to maybe flap on over to that right side air defense, but these defenses are holding up pretty mightily so far, LadyB.
Yeah, he has to force using an early freeze for the scatter shot. That's because of his Sui entry. He didn't get that opener that he wanted to see connecting the 2 expos getting taken down. So trying to adjust on the fly here. This means he's not going to have a freeze for the back end. The warden ability being used early. It's all about the push now with the outside loons to work it together, but with one last scatter shot in the core, dealing these final blows here. These
and that multi!
Yeah, these loons and multis are gonna suffer coming around.
Conflagration in the bottom corner. Yoyo's balloons are heated to a crisp and pop, pop, pop. They have gone down one by one. All of a sudden, it's looking like we're seeing the worst, lowest overall damage attack so far this war. And what came so close to being a triple, Yoyo has actually just hit his head against a brick wall. Fires defenses like a firewall around HT family, holding on to the 70 mid, maybe be able to reach the 80%. I don't think so though. Yoyo 23 with just the 2-star is slipping up now for alternate attacks. A squad that could still very easily get the win without another 3-star on the board if their own defenses hold up, but HT Family has got the door open to them once again. Will they be able to slide on through?
Really hard at this point, focusing in on their last attack to come, but so is HT Family. I see you ready to go with the hybrid. We've got this lineup here with the queen charge to help work through, shape up the path, but first, he's opening it up, the pathing, by using the blimp, a couple of loons to ensure that it picks up any traps on the outside. Looking for that bait.
Finds a few Tesla traps as well, and ICU takes a big whopping hit of damage. Those Yeti Mites are going to try to bounce out, but that is so much to deal with. ICU early on hitting a big wall set up by LadyB, a sneaky trap of that Tesla farm, now zapping through a baby dragon as well. Archer Queen comes out with those healers, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed by the versatility of this lineup. The troops available to ICU just shows that he's really trying a very precise demolition of this base with Yetis, baby dragons, archers, super wall breakers. Everything is perfectly positioned to get exactly what it needs to get done. And that's the sort of build that you really need to get 3 stars against such a difficult base design as what LadyB's got here. Centralized Archer Queen firing away on defense now. Will he win the exchange? It looks like he's got it, LadyB.
It looks like he's got it, but it looks like he's had to redirect the pathing here. The queen's walked down. We had that initial wall break, didn't get the queen in. He's readjusting just a little bit more. He wants to get down to the eagle. He does want to shape this up a little bit more, and you were correct with that Yeti trying to line a path and the archer down to help with the cleanup. Now the queen has to force her ability, has not walked into the eagle chamber, and she is not going to make it here. This could deal a final blow towards the tail end of this raid, maybe not even to take out the hybrid. I would be a bit worried for ICU at this point. It's all about the way he uses these spells now.
Wasted a free spell. That Barbarian King was actually going to hop back over the wall and avoid that Archer Queen. ICU has got a purpose for every troop, and every troop has got a clear purpose, but this Archer Queen has not fulfilled hers. That Eagle Artillery is still firing away at the massive hybrid army, doing its best to keep pace in this raid, but only a minute left and still 2 Inferno Towers standing tall. Royal Champion tosses out her shield, but that is not going to be enough to finish off that bottom single target Inferno. ICU desperate to keep his Archer Queen alive. She goes down, and with it, all hopes for HT Family to get a triple in this raid.
Oh, that scatter shot did such horrible damage to this. And we saw one little miner in there trying to take it on. It just needed another notch. But with that, ICU is not able to pull in the 3-star. LadyB likely sighing a breath of relief here because his base, yet again, he has a defense for his team. And this is exactly what they wanted to see, holding HT Family back. Now, it doesn't mean that it's over for HT Family, because whoever does not win this match, we will get to see later today in the lower bracket to battle it out. And we can't forget that's how we saw some of these players rise through, including alternate attacks for the win in the first qualifiers and for Queen Walkers in that final qualifiers, Banks.
It is all over for HT Family, Woody.
The hometown hero, the Finnish Finalizer, asked from alternate attacks, will send in the last blow. If alternate attacks gets the triple here, just like you mentioned, Banks, there is no chance for HT Family to make the comeback happen. Even a 2-star here would be decisive. Alternate attacks just looking to get that 12-star up on the board to get out of reach to HT Family. This should be an easy walk-away win for Ast.
I would say an easy walk-away win, but I never discount things going wrong in, in these types of situations when a lot is on the line and you can have good defense. But the safe 1-star is easy here. Picking up percentage is the other way to go. And he's got this direct line with the wall wrecker heading in to the town hall. We'll see the clan castle coming out in the radius as well, so he needs to take that on. But look at the shape of this path. This is so narrowed out for the loons. He's taken a safe approach for himself with the Zapquake Lalo here for the 2-star.
Yeah, no reason to take any risks. When you're the last attacker, you can have a plan B to get the easy 2 to seal the deal for victory. Ast from alternate attacks grabs the town hall, and at 30%, he just needs 20 more to guarantee victory and advancement in this double elimination bracket. HT Family holding their breath hoping that something just happens to go wrong for Ast, but it looks not likely at all. With the Loons and Lava Hounds down, Ast is ready to seize the crown and keep his team up on top. The Balloons are doing business here in the left side corner, and with the 50% 2-star, alternate attacks have guaranteed victory in this war, LadyB.
This is a great victory for them from the bottom to the top in the World Championship Finals, getting their first win in this first match. This has got to be exciting for them. This has got to be exhilarating. I know for one, I am super excited to see this, and we've seen a great match from HT Family, but Ast just putting that final nail in the coffin here. He is not accepting a 2-star. He is walking away this day with the 3-star, saying, we are done. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow.
Tic-tac-toe for the triple finish. Ast walks away in style on a victory lap across this base, picking up a total of 13 stars for alternate attacks. They came into this war as the favorites, and that is how they will advance. Moving on.
Hear it. See what Jinbu's got in store. Coming in with the Yeti P.E.K.K.A. Bow Witch.
Jinbu, the MVP from HT Family, highest hit rate from the qualifiers, and if anyone's going to get the triple for this squad, it's gonna be him. Although they're going down to the lower bracket and will have to compete again later today to stay alive in this tournament, Jinbu's going to get a little bit of practice and will show off his skills in this final strike for HT Family. He's moving in hot and heavy with a big ground-based attack. A bit atypical. You don't often see the P.E.K.K.A.s in these high-level wars, but when you've got the right base picked out, maybe they can be the perfect tanks to protect your witches and bowlers along the backside. A long queen charge along the top side, moving in from that 9 o'clock position should do massive damage. The first star claimed early on with that battle blimp charge in, LadyB.
Yeah, that battle blimp is going to allow him to reserve this warden ability a little bit later in the raid. We've got the Coco Loon here to help protect those healers, Queen and Warden all working together, but we need to see them push back through, follow suit as he gets ready to line up the Yeti bow push coming through. We've got a single layer wall break, 2 jumps, so he is looking for big navigation here, cutting through the space with all those open chambers, but still a long push to guarantee that he finishes up the funnel for the pathing he needs to go on this. And the king finally set in place and tanked by the ice golem to get even more power as he works through that single targeting chamber with the impact of the scatter shot that's going to rain down on him.
2 jump spells. You don't often see that. A lot of times players will opt to go for earthquakes if they're trying to shatter down walls, but with so many tiny compartments on the interior of this base that Valet has built, Jinbu thinks that he needs both of them to get over those hedges and knock apart those key defenses. That Eagle artillery is going to be the next to go down. An avalanche of boulders from these boulders rocking through, but the Archer Queen gets the final shot. Most of this raid is on the outside of the base though, LadyB. I think that might be a surprise for Jinbu, whose Archer Queen is kind of the sole attacker still left in the middle, firing away pop shots, but she's at middling health, and with Expos and a Royal Champion about to lock onto her, she might not have the strength to survive.
This actually isn't too bad of a position to be in. With everything working on the outside, he's got a lot of cleanup to take on. The Queen's ability going to help knock this one out, taking on the scatter shot. That's the main thing she needs to go down. Would it be great to see the Expo go down as well, but we can't forget these open chamber walls will allow for the push of what he has left over on the outside to come back in. And we still have the Royal Champion to go and her epic Seeking Shield.
Jinbu had a free spell in deployment, but chose not to use it to protect that Archer Queen. I wonder what he was planning here. Might just hold it on to the backside to try to support this Royal Champion, but when she throws her shield, all of those defenses are going down. He's only got 10 seconds left, though, and it's coming down to a DPS race. Can he destroy the last remaining structures? The 3 stars are so close, but the Tornado Trap slowing him down. A twister of demolition as Valet's defenses barely hold up. HT Family denied even a single 3-star in this war. Alternate attacks looking dominant, looking happy. All 5 faces shining on camera as HT Family, well, all I saw from them was the top of their heads, LadyB.